Today, I will be showing you 5 tricks to get to master. 5 tricks and tips to get to master. 5, say it with me, tips and tricks to get to master easily. I have Ed Master, Manon Master, Luke Master, and these are the 5 tricks that I did to get to master. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button 5 times, hit that like button 5 times, and comment down below your 5 favorite things to eat during Easter time. So the first trick and tip is going to be, you're going to want to do this basically, all these tricks, you're going to want to do them all at the same time, but yet not in a specific order, if that makes sense. So the first thing you're going to want to do is realize that your opponent is on that side of the screen and you're on this side of the screen. So you should always be jumping in heavy punch into sweep, right? So let's say your opponent's right there. You want to do jump heavy punch into sweep. It works all the time. They're not going to block it, right? They're going to block high, but then they're not going to block low, right? They're going to do jumping heavy punch into sweep. Now, if you're getting crazy, depending on your character, you can do jumping heavy kick. Ed can't do that, so that's why I do jumping heavy punch into sweep. So that's the first trick you're going to want to do, right? And that's roughly if you're like around this range. Because let's say you're around this range, right? You're not going to want to walk at your opponent because then they can react and hit you. You're going to want to drive rush, right? And by drive rushing, you're going to want to hold down the parry button and then press forward, right? You really want to prime your drive rush. So you're going to hold down the parry button, drive rush, and then do another sweep, right? Sweep has the longest range. You see how like this isn't hitting, but then that hits, right? Sweep has the longest range of all your normals. So if you're all the way over here, right, you're going to hold that parry, drive rush, and then land that sweep. It's very, very useful, right? So that's like 2 things, like realistically, like on like how to like play offense. But let's say you're like roughly around here and you're not ready to jump in yet and you're not ready to drive rush. You're going to want to constantly press back and forth on your on your stick, on your controller, on your hitbox, right? You're going to constantly want to move like this, because if you move like this, you'll actually always be making your opponent like second guessing like what you're doing. Like he's not going to understand, like, oh, is he going to walk forward, is he going to walk back? And then when they're not ready, jumping heavy punch sweep. Crazy. Or like, let's say you're back here, right. And then, driver sweep. Very, very useful. So that's a little bit more like the offensive stuff, but a fighting game is half offense, half defense, right? And so that's very important. So I'm going to have the Luke, right? I'm going to have the Luke walk up and throw me. Then I'm going to have the Luke do a standing heavy punch, right? So after I have the Luke walk up and throw me, this is what you should do, right? This is what you should do. So every time you get knocked down, you're going to want to do EXVP. Like every single time. No matter what, the moment you're on the ground, you're going to do EXVP, right? The reason you're going to do EXVP is because if they try to throw you, EXVP beats it. If they try to hit you, EXVP beats it, right? And you want to hit your opponent more than they hit you, and EXDP beats that. Now, it's very important is that the moment that you have meter down here, you're going to want to wake up with super every single time, right? Now, the super that you use could be granted, if you have a level 3, then, immediately wake up level 3. Like on the first knockdown, immediately wake up level 3. Because they're not going to be ready for that. They're definitely, they're not going to think that you're going to spend your meter, which is very important, right? The reason being is, let's say you spend a lot of time here. I'll even do this, right? You spend a lot of time, heavy punch sweep. Like look at that meter gain down there, right? Look at that meter gain. Heavy punch sweep. You're gonna back up. You're gonna play with their emotions a little bit. Play with their emotions. Driver sweep. Right, that was actually a bad drive rush because I actually didn't prime the drive rush long enough. The longer you hold parry, the faster your drive rush is, right? So if you see, like, look at how fast that one is, and then look at how slow that one got towards the end, right? You want to hold down the parry button, and it actually makes you drive rush faster. So once again, let's say you're doing this, you're backing up. Slow drive rusher once again, you're backing up, you're playing a little bit of this. boom, once again, right? So you're building that meter, but then Luke grabs you, right? And then Luke grabs you. I only have 2 bars, so I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna wake up with my level 1. Very simple, right? Very, 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 very simple. Right? And then the other one is if you don't. Now this is like a 4.5. I know I said you're only gonna get 5 tips and tricks. 5. Say it with me. Tips and tricks. However, if you're a character that doesn't have a DP, you should always wake up and hold parry, right? Because the thing is, if they try to hit you, the parry doesn't let them. So they actually can't hit you with the parry. Let's not look at that. Yeah, there's actually like no downside. You just do that. You parry, and then I mean, if you're good enough at the game, it does take some skill, but I've landed a perfect parry like 4 times in this game. So so best of luck. Let's see if I can land one right now. There, 5 perfect parries since I played Street Fighter 6. So I mean that's very useful. So yeah, I mean, so let's cover them once again, right? So you're gonna want to do heavy punch, jumping heavy punch into sweep. Trick number 1. Hold the parry, drive rush into sweep. Trick 2. Right, then you're gonna want to be able to use your supers, right, on wake up, or your DP on wake up, depending if you still have drive gauge, which you should, because you're doing it a lot. And then if you don't have a DP, you should always wake up with parry. Very, very important. Now the last trick is, you're probably wondering, what if I hit them? What do I do? So if you come to here and you go to unique attacks, these are all of the combos you need to know for your character. These are the only combos your character has, which is very important. So like this one right here, medium punch, heavy punch, right? You're going to want to, let's say you jump in, sweep, right? They're still near. You can do medium punch, heavy punch, right? And then you can back up. So the medium punch, heavy punch allows you to back up and then charge your drive rush, then do that. And if they walk towards you, the medium punch, back punch, right? The other one was the light. You can actually just hit this all the time, because as you see, you're above me, you're +1, which means the opponent can't do anything. So you can actually just always press this, and you can. It's actually like a checkmate situation. You can really just. This is actually just how I made it to master. I just hit this button over and over and over and over, and I was like checking my phone for TikTok videos. So yeah, so those are the 5 tips and tricks. 5, say it with me, tips and tricks to make it a master with any character. Realistically, all of this is foolproof. And of course, if you didn't understand that this was an April Fool's joke the entire time, and you already commented that all of these tricks are useless, and I guess the video worked. Thank you, everybody. Make sure to check out my actual videos that help you get to master scrubs and dubs, and a lot of other more tech videos. This was a very fun video. Very fun video to make. I had to be super serious, but I'll see y'all again next time. See ya.